Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel My Study, and in this video let's just have a look at there are some pre-installed software by default bundle with this AWS Cloudshell. So what are those pre-bundled softwares are available? So I have my AWS Cloudshell is ready with me. Let me just make sure I have a highest font, largest one. Okay, so what are those? So let's say bash shell. See, bash is always available. If I just want to know bash version, you can see I'm currently running with this GNU bash version 5.2.15. In case you want to know PowerShell is available or not, so we have a PWSH. See, PowerShell 7.4.3. Okay, I don't want to use the PowerShell, so I'll just come out from here. So we are out from the PowerShell. Same way, there is a one more shell is being installed, that is a ZSSL, ZSH. See, we are inside, I guess, ZSH now. Let me just come out from here. Yeah, that's correct. Let me clear the screen. So you can have a look at all three major shells are available here. Then we have earlier also seen that AWS command line utility is available. So if you just have a look at AWS version, currently it's always most up to date one, 2.17.15. So through this AWS CLI version, you can interact with all other services available in a AWS environment. Let's say I just want to know something related to AWS IAM. So within IAM, there are a lot of possibilities. I don't want to list down all the possibility, but let's say I'll just show you with this list user, and many times we have done. So because this utility is by default installed, okay, there are some issues related to security token, but doesn't matter. In this video, our objective is to show you that this AWS command line utility is available. Same way, we have one more services available in AWS, that is Elastic Beanstalk. So I guess that is a part of okay, let me just search for here Elastic Elastic Beanstalk. So if I just want to access and monitor or create some resources inside it, I can use EB. Let me just try with version. Yeah, so EB CLI is also installed. Same way, we have a lot other utilities are available. Let's say you want to interact with the Elastic Container, that is the container service available inside the AWS. So we have a ECS CLI. So you can see we have got hell lot of suggestion. Okay, the objective is not to learn about those things, but to show you that what are those utilities available. So with this 1.21.0 version, it's available. Let me clear the screen and let's see what other things are available. Let's say we have a SAM, that is for the serverless application is also available. SAM, see, SAM version. So this serverless application model command line interface. So it's a command line tool you can use with this AWS SAM template and supported third-party integration. Okay, let me clear the screen. And there are some developer tools are also available, like some programming environment runtime is also available. So if I just try for, let's say, Node version, so Node version is available. Same way, package manager for the Node will be npm, that is also available. And we have let's say Python, so Python 3. If I just try, you can see I just immediately enter into Python 3 version. So currently the Python version will be 3.9.16. Let me just come out from here. Yeah, apart from that, within a Python, the package manager pip3 is also installed. Yeah, pip3 is also installed. So my idea is to show you that what are the things available with you. Okay, some bash completion related tools are also available. So let's say you want to get some idea about bash completion. You can, for that you can just simply use like one package manager, that is DNF. So that is Linux based package manager. Let's say you want to get some info about that stuff, so bash. So all those bash related commands, it will just immediately I would say download and give you a suggestion related it. Okay, so that is being available. So it's just the information. So the idea behind this bash is nothing but, let's say if I just try for some bash command like let's say C. So this is the suggestion being given, all the commands which is starting from C. Let's say COMM, that is one command. So I'll just type CO and press tab. You can see all the command suggestion being given which is starting having a 2 first character are CO. Let me clear the screen. Okay, afterwards we have a very important one, that is Git. See, Git is available. So through Git you can push your code, you can pull your code and interact with various source code repository. Okay, some JQ, so that is JSON formatter is also by default installed. See, JSON formatter. We have a Kubernetes related stuffs are also available, that is a kubectl. So those who know about the Kubernetes and interact with the Kubernetes, this is the utility one can use for the Kubernetes related operation. Okay, some make command, manual page commands are also available. So like you want to compile something in your native programming language like C, C++. So make is also available. In case you want to find the manual page for any commands, let's say I just want to find the manual page for commands like a copy, CP. So I get the complete I would say documentation related to the copy commands. If you just want to come out from here, press Q. Okay, there are some editors are also available. So we have a, let's say, nano editor available. We have same way we have, if you just come out, Control X. We have a VI editor. Yeah, VI is also available. How to come out from here? Mostly I do not use this, so just press Q, I guess. Okay, long process actually. That's fine. There are some utilities like tar utility. See, we have a zip utilities also available. You can do unzip also. So you can have a look at, they are just simply giving a full-fledged Linux based machine. Okay, the important one, the Docker. So all those Docker image building stuff you can just directly do from here. Okay, so these are all the ready-made tools are available. But let's say you want to install some tool that is like a third-party tool, you want to install it. So those things also you can do it. And whatever installation you will do, if it is available in your home directory, you do not need to worry about anything. That will be persisted for 1 GB of free storage they will provide you. But those things which is not installed at this particular location, after session timeout, that will be wiped out. Okay, so how one can install it? So very simple, the way Linux based system anywhere you are installing, same way you need to go for it. So either yum DNF it is supporting. See, DNF it is supporting. Yum, let's just check. Yeah, yum is also supporting. And in a Ubuntu based system, it's apt-get, apt installer. Yeah, apt is not. Yeah, so it's not a Debian based stuff. So app is not available. Let's say I'll try with one utility like a Cloudshell. So let me just search Cloudshell from here. So what is Cloudshell? It's just generate ASCII art picture of a cow with messages. Okay, cow with messages. So let me install this thing. Okay, So we have two utilities are available, yum and dnf. So I'm just trying for dnf install Cloudshell. Yeah, so you can see, is it okay? Yes, and it just simply download it and install very fast. Okay, I am not sure how to use it, but let me just try for your sake. Say just Cloudshell I am writing, and let's see, is there any suggestion or helper text will provide. Let's say some hello. Oh, okay, we have nothing. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how to use it. Let me just go ahead with a help text. Yes, some suggestion being given, but that is not objective in this video to go ahead and how to use this Cloudshell tool. Okay, so my idea in this video to show you that there are a hell lot of tools from the developer perspective available in this Cloudshell. So you can just ready-made use this tool and get started your environment working directly. Use those tools, build your application, and just simply directly deploy from this particular place only. Okay, so that is all about this video. I hope you enjoy listening this video, and please do like and comment on my video, so that will keep motivating me to create more and more such great content on AWS. And then please do subscribe on my channel, My Study.